Joining us now for analysis on all of this is Jon Fleischman, founder of the Flash Report and political editor for Breitbart, California. So let's talk about the strategies for Trump and Clinton, at least just this weekend. We saw Clinton with some big-time headliners like Jay-Z, his wife Beyonce, Katy Perry coming out for Clinton. Meanwhile, you have Trump saying, I don't need any of that flash. I just have me and my family, and I think that's enough to get me some more voters out there.
Well,
what do you think of that?
To a certain extent, I mean, Donald Trump is his own celebrity, right? So he doesn't have to go out and seek celebrity. And I would also tell you, to get into the psychology of Donald Trump, he's the most important person, right? So who would he put on a stage that would be more important than him, right? So he's got that going on. That having been said, the final weekend is really all about earned media. It's about television coverage, and it's about getting to those battleground states and trying to make the case to the voters there about why they should turn out. And the primary motivation now is turning out your base, the troops that are going to help you on Tuesday to make sure that everyone turns out and votes.
Okay, so speaking of the battleground states, what's the strategy for tomorrow? What states will the candidates most likely visit?
Well, I think you're going to see a lot about the same kind of cluster of states, because this race has tightened up, surprisingly, here at the end, and there is a path for Donald Trump to win. And so what you're going to see is those key battleground states. Colorado, where I understand Trump has gone late tonight, is a battleground state. Nevada, where he was earlier, and we saw the whole brouhaha with the Secret Service. But, you know, Ohio, Michigan, all these these states that we're seeing in all the polls that are very close. I don't know if anyone else shoot back out to Florida. I know Pence was out in Florida. But it's all going to come down, to just a few states because of this electoral college system. We don't have a national vote. There's, the vote is taken by each state. And again, it's about enthusiasm for the candidates. And I think the key factor that's causing the race to close here at the end, more than the WikiLeaks or anything like that, is Trump is finding that a lot of the Republicans that have been lukewarm are closing at the end. They're warming up to him because they really don't want Hillary Clinton, and they're willing to look past his imperfections. That's closing things up at the end. Will it be enough? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, sure. Last week, some would say it looked like a shoo-in for Hillary Clinton. It looked like all she needed to do was take Pennsylvania, and that was enough delegates for her to be able to, win the whole thing. But now Pennsylvania is shaky, and Florida too. I mean, so.
I mean, the path for Trump is a difficult one, but it's a navigable one. So he's just got to make it through, and he can't afford any mess-ups for the next 72 hours. So.
Okay. Well, in previous elections, we've seen presidential candidates go big on the night before election. Hillary Clinton says she's going to do a 2-minute primetime TV commercial Monday night that will run on 2 new networks, including our network, CBS. What do you think we can expect from Donald Trump? You think he's going to do something similar, or is it just one of those things you never know with Trump?
Yeah, I don't see him buying a bunch of TV time, but I see him in the close, especially with the the team that he has around him, kind of figuring out what is his. We call it the November surprise, right? It's right at the beginning of November. He's going to try to say something to bring all of the attention to himself in the final 48 hours, and we're just going to have to kind of buckle up and wait and see what that is.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride on Tuesday night.
And then suddenly on Wednesday, one of these two people is going to be forming a transition team and will be sworn in as the next president. It's really
it's been a year-and-a-half process, year-and-a-half long process. It's hard to believe that it's coming down to this now, Tuesday night. All right, Jon Fleischman, thank you so much for being with us tonight. Again, with the FlashReport.org and Breitbart, California. Thank you for joining us tonight. Election Day is a paid holiday, by the way, for thousands of workers across the U.S. this year. General Motors is one of many companies that make Election Day a paid holiday for their employees. Other companies include Ford Motor Company, Square, Hearst Publishing, Patagonia, Mattress Company, Casper, and digital media company Thrillist. Ford sent an email to workers telling them every vote counts. Outdoor clothing company Patagonia, by the way, is closing all of its retail stores, its headquarters in California, and distribution center in Nevada.